Good morning, children. Sairam. Welcome back to our English class. So, today we are going to continue with our lesson number 13, Robot with the Virus. So, do you all remember what we learned in part 1? We learned about we gathered some knowledge about the robot, right? And we also learned about the robot and the machine. What is robot and what is the machine, right? And how beautiful the robot is programmed and how does it work, what kind of work does it do, and we learned many things about the robot and what is the full form of robot. All this we learned in part 1, and some of the new words from the lesson that also we learned. And I hope you have written 2 times in your rough book the new words, right? So today uh, what we will do is, okay, um, now you can remove your English textbook in front of you and quickly open the page number 110, and do not forget to take your pencil and an eraser to note down some important meanings and important lines. Okay, so are you ready? Yes, open your English textbook, page number 110. Okay, now before I start with the lesson, let me ask you some question. So, do you have any personal things that you only use? You list out the things that you have which you only use, like your clothes. So you have your own clothes, right? So do you use your father's clothes? No. Do you use your mommy's clothes? No. So you have clothes, you have your own shoes, sandals, you have your own cupboard, you have your own bed, you have your own books, bags, box, compass box, pencils, and lot. You have your own comb, you have your own makeup set, you have your own jewelries, you have your own beautiful shoes, right? Yes, all girls also, all boys also, we have lot of things in our home that we only use. So they are our favorite things. So how do you keep these things? So do you keep anywhere after using? No, we have to keep it in a proper place. But some children are there, very lazy, they just least bother to keep their things properly and they just scatter in their house. Okay, now this lesson will teach you about to take care of one's belongings. To take care of one's belongings. And let us see in this lesson also a boy who is very cute like you, and what does he do and how did Robert teach him and what did he teach him in lesson number 13, a robot with a virus. A robot with a virus. What is virus? So we have virus in the air, that is polluting the air, which causes harmful effects on the human beings. We fall sick, right? So here also a robot with a virus. So let us see and understand what is the lesson about a robot with a virus. Now children, I hope you are ready with your textbook. And as you know students, before we start the lesson, we are supposed to know about the author of the lesson. Who is the author? The one who wrote this lesson. So we are supposed to know about the author of the lesson. So this man, he wrote this lesson and his name is Pedro Pablo Sacristan. What is his name? Pedro Pablo Sacristan. And he was born in the year 1973. And he was born in Madrid, which is in Spain. His interests include writing, philosophy, and psychology. And his passion is his interest for education and writing led him to writing stories for children. So his interest was so much on education that he started writing stories for children. His popular works for the children include a series of books on various themes under the title Pedro's Fables. So the book name is Pedro's Fable, which was written by Pedro, and in that book you will find a lot of stories which we have now a story that is Robert with a virus. So shall we start the lesson? Yes. So this lesson will teach you, will make us to understand the role of technology in our lives. Role of technology means a lot of machines we are using. So importance of those machines, it will make you to understand. Appreciating a futuristic story. Futuristic story, it's a very modern story. It makes us to understand the importance of being careful with one's belongings. So this story, this lesson will teach us how to be careful with our belongings, with our things, and understand the need to reduce waste. Yes, very important. This lesson will teach you the need to reduce waste. So it is very, very important that we should reduce the waste. Okay, so to understand the role of technology in our lives, appreciating a futuristic story, understanding the importance of being careful with one's belongings, and understanding the need to reduce waste. So it's a very interesting story of a Robert and a child. Okay, now you can open the textbook. Now in your textbook, we have a beautiful picture here. Robert, can you see the Robert here? What is he doing? He is cleaning the room. He is cleaning the room. So what is Robert doing? It is cleaning the room. So how does it look? So it has two arms, legs, eyes, mouth. It is walking, dancing. It is cleaning. So very cute, right? So if you have Robert, what you will do? You will make the Robert to write your homework, right? Yes. Okay, so now let's start the lesson. Ricky lived in a lovely futuristic house. Futuristic means modern house which has everything that you wanted, which had everything you could ever want. You feel like you want to have a swimming pool at home, badminton court at home, a mini theater at home. So this home, this Ricky, he is living in a modern house which has got all types of facility. swimming pool, mini theaters, mini hotels, mini swimming pools, mini garden, terrace garden, and whatnot. Okay, so this Ricky is living in a futuristic house. So the meaning of futuristic is all facilities it has got. It is a very modern house. Though he didn't help much around the house, Ricky was still pleased as Punch when his parents bought him the latest model of butler robot. As soon as it arrived, off it went, cooking, cleaning, ironing, and most importantly, gathering up old clothes from Ricky's bedroom floor, which Ricky didn't like having to walk on. So, on that first day, when he woke up the next morning, everything was perfectly clean and tidy. Now, what does this paragraph tells you? So, Ricky lives in a futuristic house. Futuristic house means it's a modern house with all facilities. And how is this boy Ricky? He's a very lazy boy. He doesn't keep his room clean. And what did Ricky's parents brought? So they brought a Robert Butler, model of a butler Robert. So he is a butler Robert. So what is butler? Butler means the one who does the work at home. So butler means the chief manservant of a house. So he does all the work. So they are called as butler. They are called as butler. The one who does the household chores, they are called as butler. One who helps us. Okay. So who brought this butler Robert? Ricky's mama and papa. They brought the butler Robert. Now what did he do? What did this Robert do? So as soon as it arrived home, it started cleaning, ironing, and most importantly gathering up. He picked up all the old clothes from Ricky's bedroom. So it was scattered everywhere down on the floor. See, he picked up all the old clothes. Whichever he has kept it on the floor, he picked up everything. Okay, all the old clothes and from Ricky's bedroom, which Ricky didn't like having to walk on. Ricky does not like those clothes. So on the first day itself, when the Robert arrived, on the first day itself, when Ricky went to sleep, he had left his bedroom in a truly disastrous state. So on the first day, when Ricky went to his room was disastrous, means it was very horrible. It was very horrible. Horrible means dirty. All the things are scattered here and there. Nothing is kept in a proper place. Nothing was kept in a proper place. So on the very first day itself, when the Robert arrived, he went to his bedroom and he left his bedroom in a very disastrous manner, in this very horrible state. And when he woke up, who woke up? Ricky. When he woke up the next morning, everything was perfectly clean and tidy. Everything was perfectly clean and tidy. So can you see in the picture? This is Ricky's bedroom. So how much clean it is. So this butler Robert cleaned the full room and it was perfectly clean and tidy. Okay. Now if you had a robot, what would you want it to do? So what you wanted it to do? I know you will tell the robot to write your homework. Yes. After eating, you will tell the robot to wash the plates. And you will play with the robot. So what you all want your robot to do? So you can note down in the paper or in your rough book, and we will discuss in the meeting. Okay, fine. Let's continue the lesson. In fact, it was actually too clean. In fact, it was actually too clean. The room was very, very, very clean. Now, Ricky couldn't find his favorite t-shirt or his favorite toy. The room was so clean, nothing was on the floor. Nothing was lying on the floor. And now this Ricky, when he woke up, he was searching for his favorite toy and he was searching for his favorite t-shirt. So let's see what happened. However, much he searched, the two items did not reappear. So he did not get his t-shirt and the favorite toy. And the same was starting to happen with other things. And the same was starting to happen with other things. So slowly everything got disappeared. Everything got disappeared from his room. So whatever he has kept on the floor or whatever he has threw on the floor, this robot cleaned up everything and Ricky was not able to find out those things. Now what happened? Let us see. Ricky cast a suspicious eye on the gleaming butler robot. So now what happened? Now this Ricky is thinking that this robot must have stolen all my favorite things. Robot must have stolen my favorite t-shirt, favorite toys, and all my favorite things in my room. So he got suspicious, doubtful. Suspicious means doubtful on the gleaming eye of the butler robot. He hatched a plan to spy on the robot. Now immediately an idea was hatched. Hatched means he got an idea, this Ricky, to spy on the robot. Spy means just to watch secretly what this robot is doing, and began following it around the house. So wherever this robot is going, this Ricky, he hid himself and he was following the robot. Finally, he caught it red-handed, picking up one of Ricky's toys to hide it. Oh my God, see what happened. What this Ricky did. So he caught the robot red-handed. Red-handed means while the robot was picking up the toys, he caught it directly. That is called red-handed. So what does the phrase red-handed means? If you do any mistake, if you steal something from your friend or from your home, if anybody comes and catch you directly, that is called red-handed. Okay, they catch you red-handed. So same way here, Ricky also caught this robot red-handed when it was taking his toy to hide it. Off he went, running to his parents. Off he went. Who went? Ricky. Running to his parents. Where did he go? To his parents. To tell them that the butler was broken and badly programmed. So what he did? What did he tell? He told to his parents that butler was broken. Matlab the robot was broken and it is programmed very badly because it was stealing the things. Ricky asked them to have it changed. So what did Ricky told? Ricky told, I don't want this butler. I want some other butler. So get it changed. But his parents told him, absolutely not. Means his parents told him, no, they will not change. Why? It was impossible. They were delighted with the new butler and it cooked like a dream. See, these parents, they like the robot so much. They like this butler robot so much because it was cooking also very, very tasty and delicious food. This butler robot was cooking. So these parents said, no way, we won't change the butler. It is very nice. Okay, so Ricky needed to get some kind of proof, maybe take some hidden photos. So these parents were not ready to believe on Ricky. So Ricky decided to take some photos when the robot was stealing or taking up his favorite things. Now these parents said it is impossible, absolutely no, because they were very delighted with the food that Robert cooked. Now let's see what happened. So he kept on at his parents about how much good stuff the Robert was hiding. This outweighed, however, good a cook it was, Ricky argued. So Ricky argued that this butler may be good at cooking, but it has stolen many of my stuffs. Stuff means things. Whose things? Ricky's things. So he kept on telling his parents that this outweighed means the things which are very important for Ricky, everything had disappeared. Everything had disappeared. So it is very important. The things are very important than the food that Robert cooked. So he kept on arguing with his parents. Now, children, let us stop the lesson here, and the lesson will be continued, and let us see what happened to the butler Robert. Did the parents accepted whatever Ricky said, and did they go and exchange the Robert? Or let us see what happened to the Robert in the next part of the video. So until then, what you will do is you are going to read the lesson and draw a Robert which you like. So draw a Robert and color it, okay, and give a beautiful name also to the Robert, right? So see you in the next session. Bye bye, children.